Hey Collective, thank you for your continued support if you've been here before, and I'm extra excited if this is your first video. Today I'm just going to get right into the message and see what Spirit wants for the highest good of all, for your growth, for your learning, and for your own embodiment of divine love and acceptance. I'm Antonio, and I welcome you to Copper Visions. So, what is it that Collective needs to know? What's the topic of the day? Abundance. You might be feeling very abundant today, and abundance comes in all of the ways. So this could be an abundance of finances. You might have gotten paid today. Happy payday if you did. And also, we welcome in abundance because it's the baseline of who we are. Number 9. What's number 9 in the tarot? In the major arcana, what's number 9? I don't know. We got number 8 right here, and then 10. Funny. We got strength, the 10 of wands, and the magician. So, Collective, you are a very strong individual who does not give up on what they believe in. You stand your ground, no matter how hard it gets. 10 of wands. Because you know, at the end of the day, you are here to create magic. I want to know, what is Collective creating with the abundance mindset that they have? Maybe a little bit unsure, but you've already begun this work. Yeah, and these cards wanted to come out. Wow, very divine feminine for sure energy, but of course this is not tied to gender. It's Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups is a beautiful pairing, actually. It's a really beautiful pairing of, not only will I get this shit done, but I'm going to do it the way that I prefer, and it's going to be amazing. Queen of Wands is, I will do this in the most holistic way possible, and I will honor how I feel, and also give grace to myself and others if there are hiccups along the way. Wow. So you're creating what are you creating? A world for yourself where you are doing what you intend to do and doing it with style, grace, and with a loving energy. I mean, we're always creating. It's like gravity. You know, manifestation has become such a trendy topic, or like an overused word, maybe you feel. I mean, I kind of feel like that. And the funny thing is that if you're going to talk about manifestation, then you got to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration in general. And so if you're if you're just, you know, kind of dissing or making fun of manifestation techniques or things like that, it's kind of like zoop. Yeah. So you might have been coming from a place before that told you that you are not connected to the power that creates worlds, but you actually are. The Sun in reverse can definitely feel like you put yourself in the right position and the right circumstances didn't happen. Which, personally, I feel like I could definitely resonate with that feeling. And there's just something that needs a bit more, what is it, Spirit? What is it that Collective needs a bit more of in order to shift the mindset? I'm feeling like a little like charged, emotionally charged. I mean, these queens are very charged, very emotional, passionate, beautiful. But on the flip side, you know, it can be rough. Evolve into your complexity. Okay, so nothing that you've been through was a waste by any means. I really love this card, Evolve into your complexity. Number 3, it's an octopus. Because they are very intuitive creatures. They are very, very resourceful and flexible and adaptable to anything. but they're very quiet, and they kind of, sneak along by, get what they need, and then they go, and they're off to the next. So you might be doing something where, wow, you are not seeing the result of the work you've put in yet, but please know that it's going to work out better than you can imagine. Confirmation. And you just gotta have unwavering faith about it. Who is collective? Who is collective? Truth seer. The sword. Huh. And there's a lightning bolt through it, which is very stormy to me. It's not the storm card, there's a specific one, but there's definitely a truth you're about to see. There's other cards that came out, but okay, I'll just tell you them because I feel like it's the right thing. The Mountain. Okay, so definitely a journey inward. So it's an inner truth. It's an inner truth that you there's this idea between it just feels like there's a very dense lower vibration going on, and then a really high one, that you don't want to be in necessarily either of them to discover this truth. You want to be in a neutral space. That's called receptivity, or like a state of being in a receptive state. Thank you. Is the goal in order to receive inner truth. About the thread, huh? This card really never comes out for me, so I'm actually really surprised to see it. The thread tugging on something that's destined, something that's going to happen. Oh, it's like you're tugging. So, okay, let me see. Let's keep going. Well, you know what? Alethea, the seed, and the fault line. Wow, you are expanding your consciousness so fast. And you see how similar these cards are? They all have like black lines going through them, and cracks and crevices, and like this fault line. Like you almost might be falling into this pit of like deeper understanding, but it might feel very scary actually for you, and you're reaching for something that you might not feel is there, but it's just like you got to let yourself fall into this deeper knowledge that you have, because you will find the ground if you allow yourself to continue the fall. There's something about this seed and the fault line where like a seed fell through a deep crack, and maybe even a wound, I want to say, but there was a seed planted, and maybe you actually are trying to heal something that isn't allowing itself to be healed, because there's something within it that you need to get, that you need to find. And normally I wouldn't read these cards like together like this so much, but the hidden secret will be within Alethea, because I have no idea what this duality moment is saying. So I'm going to read it. Huh. I hope some of this is resonating. I want to help your understanding, not hurt it. Oh, well, the fault line came. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna read this. It feels like it's the one. Imagine, it's the fault line actually. I'm gonna read both though. Imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells, of precarious dynamics, of sensing that what is ready to break open into chaos. It's likely this cracking open is overdue, as fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. Okay, so definitely was catching on to that. Something within. And the seed is a very promising card in regards to how profound of a tree, of a journey that it goes on to become the tree. And you know that the root of the matter is the important thing, the literal seed. So there's a belief here that has had you feeling helpless and powerless. And if you're resonating with this, if you're not, then please don't take anything that doesn't resonate. But if you're willing and able to get more into this, excuse me, confirmation burp, then it's going to unblock the thing that just needs unblocking. And I don't want you to feel scared. I'm not here to do some fear mongering, whatever the heck. No, this is for the highest good of all, right? And so it just requires some more presence, and we're gonna be all right. We're going to be all right. We really are. And God knows, I mean, like, how do you even read these Roman numerals? Like, serious. Like, I don't even know what L is. If you know what the L in Roman numeral ism is, I'm making up words. Please let me know. Dang, collective. If you're here for this message, I'm like shook. Like, you are incredible. You are an incredible person. Sorry, collective, it's taking me some time. Maybe it's allowing you to like take a moment or something that you need. All right, finally. Okay. Aletheia. Aletheia. All right. Our soul recognizes the truth. When someone speaks it, a cool wave of relief washes over the room, and all the facts and figures in the world fall by the wayside. Such is the power of Aletheia. It has an undeniable resonance that goes beyond the rational. We can also recognize Aletheia by its contagiousness. When we hear someone speak the truth, confirmation, we see the truth within ourselves and are more likely to tell our own story. The Aletheia card requires us to step toward an act of truth. This might look like a conversation, a gesture, a poetic act, or a ritual that honors the unveiling of what's been concealed. Reclaiming your own truth is a way to reclaim your vital energy, health, and sense of belonging in the world. Truth has its own wings. Set it free. Clarity, revelation, and disclosure. If not, distortions, gaslighting, excuses. Wow. Very, very, very important. You speak your truth and speak the truth and be open to hearing the truth as well. If I've learned anything putting myself out there into the world, it's that if I am willing to judge others, I have to be willing to accept the same judgment that others put onto me. And not that I have to believe any of it is as true. However, you are probably your own harshest critic anyways, and whatever truth someone has to say to you, if this is, the other way around, if you're about to hear this truth, train left the station. If you're about to hear this truth, then just know that you already know. It's something that you already know. And maybe you won't actually be surprised, but the anxiety and the dis-ease is still valid. It's just a matter of getting into your body after going through something and letting it do its thing, and then letting it leave, letting it move through you, and thanking it and saying goodbye, closing that door. You know what I mean? So, wow, collective. Okay, I'm gonna end it there, but you've got this. And as soon as you acknowledge the truth to yourself first, it'll make it a lot easier to do that with someone else. All right, see you on the next one. Bye.